So in the last lecture, we have discussed the connection pictorial method. Another one is the vector representation or polynomial vector representation method to create the code word. And we have found that in both the using both the method, the same code word is generated for the similar message. Now we have to be learn the third method, that is called the state diagram. So this is also the method to generate the code word using convolutional encoder. So what is the state diagram method? I hope all of you are ready with the pen and notebook, because you have to be draw the diagrams to learn this topic. So generally state diagram is drawn for the finite state machine. So here the finite, the term finite is representation of the, means this would be encounter a finite number of unique states. So using the state diagram, generally we represent a finite state machine that encounters a finite number of unique states. And here the term state, the second term is finite. We have already finite number of unique states. State means what? State of machine is actually the smallest amount of information. State of machine is actually what? The smallest amount of information that together with the current input to the machine and can predict the output of the machine. The smallest amount of information along with the current input of machine, it would be able to predict the next upcoming output of the machine. So this is actually the finite state machine works. And now we would be use the same thing in the convolutional encoder. So in the convolutional encoder, the state is represented by the content in the memory. So we have seen the diagram of convolutional encoder where we have used the shift registers, and I have told you that whatever the constant length of that encoder, that is represented as capital K minus one number of memory elements are present in that convolutional encoder. So in our case, or whatever the example we have taken in the past, the constant length was the 3. So, and we have using the 2 memory elements there. So here, whatever the convolutional code we are using, that is having the rate is K upon N. So here we have taken the K as 1. So you can also say it 1 upon N convolutional encoder. And the state is represented by the content of rightmost K minus 1 stages. Hence, there are a possibility of how many states? The possibility of to the power capital K minus 1. So in our example, it would be, as we know that capital K is 3. So number of states are possible, that is to the power 2, 4 states. So there are the 4 states are possible in our example. So state diagram is a way to represent the encoder. A state diagram contains all the states and all possible transitions between the states. There can be only 2 transitions initiating from a state. Suppose we have a state, we have the 4 states. I have told you that as per our example. So which 4 states are possible? We have the 2-bit data, so 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. These 4 states we have possible in our example. So there can be only 2 transitions initiating from any of the states. Suppose we have given it is a name A, C, B, D. So any of the state, only the 2 transitions could be possible. One transition is for input 0, another transition is for input 1. And there can be only 2 transitions ending up in a state. Not only initiating the 2 transitions, but also the 2 transitions ending up in a state. Okay, any state could be receive only 2 possibilities either because of the input 1 or either because of the input 0. So these are some basic overview of state diagram that we are going to learn today. Now I am taking the example of this state diagram. This is the diagram you can see on your screen. This is the diagram of state diagram for convolutional encoder of coding rate 1/2. We have taken a convolutional encoder of coding rate 1/2, and here 1 is the k/n. N is the 2 and k is equal to 1. Okay, and as per the theory, we have to come to know it is a possibility to the power k minus 1 states are there. That means total 4 states are there. This is the first state A, then second state B, third state is C, and last one is the D. Okay. So how these transitions has been occurred in this particular 4 states, you can understood with the help of the structure of our convolutional encoder. If you remember, in the study lectures we have discussed the structure of our convolutional encoder. In that structure, the constant length is 3. You can say it as a S1, S2, S3. 3 shift registers are there, and there is a modulo 2 adders are there at the upper end also, and another one is at the bottom end or downward end. And this is the structure of our convolutional encoder that we have taken in our example. And there is an interlacing switch is there. Okay, that could be moved in the both the direction. And here we have to be generating the output branch word. Okay, so and these are the connecting generators G1 and G2 is there, you can say. And here from the leftmost side, input bit is coming, that is you can represent as a M actually. Now if you see this structure of the, if you would be see this structure of convolutional encoder, so you would be find that the rightmost 2 shift register, it is representation of the present state. It is representation as the present state. Okay, these are the representation of your present state. And first 2 shift registers S1 and S2, it is a representation of what? It is a representation of next state. And first 2 is representation of next state, and that is S1, S2, and second 2 shift register S2, S3 combination is representation of present state. That is very important to draw this state diagram. Okay, now from the given information we can see how this state diagram has been formed. So first of all, you have to be write these 4 stages. That is, these 4 stages are the 0, 0, then 1, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 1. 0, 0 is represented as a 1, 0 is represented as a B, 0, 1 is represented as a C, and 1, 1 is represented as a D. Okay, that is mentioned here in the blocks. Now, at the initial condition of the convolutional encoding, we think that all shift registers or the position of all shift registers are 0, 0, 0. Means at the present we have to start with the 0, 0 state. Always we would be start a 0, 0 state. So we have to be start from this 0, 0 state. And there is a 2 possibility. When we initiating the transitions, there is a 2 possibility in this particular state diagram. One is either the input is 1 or either the input is 0. So here solid lines is represented that input is 0, and dashed line is representation of input is 1. Remember this thing. This would be the common throughout the all transition. Solid line is a representation of 0, dash line is representation of 1. In my diagram, it is a different color is also. Red is for the 0 and dash line that is indicated by the blue, that is for 1. But in the examination, when you would be draw this diagram, you have not the colors, different colors, paints or maybe. So you have to be use this indication. Solid line is for 0 and dash line is for the 1. Okay, this is followed by all the reference books that is given to your subject. So you have to follow this common guideline. Now, when we are in the 0 state, so at that moment, if you have to be see at that moment, what the input we are receiving, you can say, suppose you are the receiving the input as a 0. So at that moment, present state is what your, in this case, if you have to be again redraw this is present state PS and this is your next state. So present state is what? Initially all 0, 0, 0. When a 0, first block is representation of input. Input is your 0. So at that moment, your next state is what? 0, 0. You can see what is your next state, or you can say it is your, actually it is a representation of your next state. So it would be remains, you can see this red line would be come into its same level. It would be in circle and it would be returned to its same level 0, 0 because next state is 0, 0. But if input is instead of 0, if the input is, suppose here input is 1, not 0, input is 1, so at that moment, what is the next state? Next state is 1, 0. So which is 1, 0? B is representation of 1, 0. So it would be come to the next state as a B, 1, 0. So when you are at the 0, 0 state, you have receiving the input as a 0, you would be come back to your own state 0, 0. But if you are receiving the input 1, so you would be come to the next state as a B, that is 1, 0. Now, what is the meaning of this after oblique sign? You can see this is the representation of input bit. But this is what? This is your output code word. This is your output code word. So how this output code word would be decided? This would be decided from this structure. So first case, when you have received the 0, 0 input at the 0, 0 state, so your output U1 is what? 0 and U2 is what? Also it is a 0. So output is what? 0, 0. Okay. But when you receive the input as a 1, at that moment U1 would be what? 0, 1 plus 0 plus 0, it is now 1. And U2 is what? 1 plus 0, that is 1. So output would be become now 1, 1. This is your output. Remember this thing. Okay. This is your output. So how we have to be do the representation? First, bit is representation of input. After oblique, there is a representation of output. Okay. This is your input. This is your output. And we have to move from one stage to another stage. Similar, we can take, now you are at the stage number B. Now you are at the stage number B, that is 1, 0. Now again we have to see the same example. This is the present status of our case. Now in the next time instant, what happens? Your present state would be, this would be shifted to here, and you can see this would be blank, and your new state is what? Your new state is 1, 0. You means you are at the B. Now there is again two possibility of the input, either 0 or 1. What happens when the 0 would become? When the 0 would become, next state would be become 1 0 1. So you would be moved to the C 0 1. And what is the output is here? When your states are, parent state is 1 0 and you have received the 0, so U1 would be what? U1 would be now 1 and U2 would be 0. It would be remains at the 0. You can see here U1 would be 1 and U2 will be become 0. Okay. So finally your output would be what? 1 0. Okay. Now the second case, when you have received the input as a 1. So you can see here 1. So your next state would be what? 1 1, means you would be entered to the D. And what is the output is here? In this case your output is S1 is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 0, it would be U1 is 0. 1 plus 0, U2 is 1. So 0 1 is your output. I hope all of you have understood. In a similar fashion, we have to perform the next transition. Suppose you are at C. Suppose you are now at C. What is the status of the C is there? 0 1. So suppose your present state is 0 1. Now you have also the two possibility. You are receiving the input as a 0. So your next state would be becomes to the A 0 0. But what is your output here? You are already 0 1 and your input is 0. So the U1 would be now become 1. U2 would be also become 1. So your output is 1 1. Okay. But when you are at the stage number C and you are receiving the input as a 1, this case 1. So at that moment, your next state is what? 1 0. You would be enter from C to B. Okay. And in this case, your output would be what? When you have to be 1 0. So 1 plus 1, U1 is 0. 1 plus 1, U2 is 0. So output would be 0 0 like this. I hope you have understood this idea. Okay. Now we have to come to the last one case when our stage, we are at the 1 1 stage, means D, and your input is 0. At that moment your next state is 0 1, means you have to be enter from D to C when you are receiving the input as a 0. But what is the output? 0 1. How it will be decided? You can easily see there 0 plus 1 plus 1, it is 0, even number of 1. 0 plus 1, it is 1. U2 is 1. So 0 1 is your output. Okay. But at the same time, when you are receiving the input as 1, you are already in the 1 1 stage, I mean D, and receiving the input as a 1. So your next stage would be 1 1, means you would be again come back to the same stage. And what is the output in this case? 1 0. You can see also how 1 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1, U1 is 1. 1 plus 1, it is U2 is 0. Means your output is 1 0. So in this way, we have seen all the 4 stages, and each stage having the 2 possibility of input and 2 possibility of the output code word. And every stage is a possibility to end up with the 2 inputs. So in this way, we have seen all 8 possibility of the inputs, all 8 possibility of outputs, all 8 possibility of transition of stages. So on the basis of this state diagram or this information, we can construct what? a lookup table. We can construct a lookup table. So as per our discussion, we would be made this lookup table. Now it is appeared to your screen, lookup table. In the lookup table, what we have written? We have first column is current state, that is A00, C01, B10, D11. In the second column, it is the input. In every state, there are two possibility of input, 01, 01 in every state. And in the next column, we have written the next state. Okay, that I have written only the alphabetical names instead of writing the binary numbers. You can also write the binary number, there is not any problem. But to avoid the confusion, I have used the alphabetical letters. Now at the last column, we have to mention the what output is generated or what code word is generated for the corresponding input at the respective state. So this is mentioned at the last column. So you can take the screenshot of this state diagram as well as the lookup table, but better if you would be note it down, or you have to be draw this state diagram by your own understanding, and after completion of this state diagram we can easily draw this lookup table. Okay, so this is your, you can say it is your lookup table for the given state diagram. Okay, now you can easily understood how to generate the code word from this. You can see I am opening the chat box for your attendance. Okay, see our previous example, what we have taken already. Our example is what? Our message is 101 and 2 flush bits are there. This is our input message, 101 and 2 flush bits. So for that, what is the output code word we have to be see little bit. First bit is what? We are already at the 00 state, 1. The first input is 1, and for that the output is what? 1 1. Okay, we have followed this path. Then we have to be at the B state and we are receiving the input 0. Then we have to follow this path and now enter to the C, and output is what? 1 0. Now the third bit is there, 1. At the C we have to be receive the input as a 1. So again from C we would be moved to the B, and output is 0 0. At the now we have to use the flush bits. So at B we would be receive the input as a 0. So when we have to receive the input as a 0, again we have to be enter into the C, and output is 1 0. Finally at the C we have to be receive the input as a 0, and we have to be again back to the 0 0 state, and output is 1 1. So you can see this output code word is same as we have generated the output code word in the last lecture or in the yesterday's lecture, 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. So you can use either of the method, connection pictorial method or either the polynomial vector representation, either the state diagram. Your answer would be same, your output would be same for the similar input. Means all methods are giving you the similar input, means all are valid methods. Okay. So in this way we have learned the state diagram. Now we have to be moved to the next one, that is called the tree diagram. So whatever the drawbacks of the state diagram, actually state diagram has no any drawback, only the drawback is that it does not show you the time-based transition. Okay, so to overcome this problem we have to use the tree diagram. This is the another method to generate the code word using the convolutional encoder. So although the state diagram completely characterizes the encoder, one cannot easily use it for tracking the encoder transitions as a function of time, since diagram cannot represent the time history. So in the state diagram, this is the only one drawback, that it does not represent the time history. So the tree diagram adds the dimension of time to the state diagram. It is just adding a dimension to adding the time to the state diagram. So at each successive input bit, the encoding procedure can be described by traversing the diagram from left to right. Traversing the diagram from left to right. So each tree branch describing an output branch code. So in the case of tree diagram, what we have done? At each successive input bit, time encoding procedure can be described by traversing the diagram from left to right, and each tree branch describing an output branch code. Okay. So in the case of tree diagram, it would be representation shows the all possible information and encoded sequences for the convolutional encoder. The encoded bits are labeled on the branches of tree. Given an input sequence, the input encoded sequence can be directly read from that. So we would be labeled out the encoded bits on the branches of the tree, and for given input sequence, the encoded sequence can be labeled out. So this is the representation of the tree diagram. So how it works, you can see here. If input bit is 0, its associated branch word is founded by moving to the next rightmost branch in upward direction. This is important. When input bit is 0, you would move to the upward direction. Suppose initially you are at the, I am using the alphabet here for the representation of states. Otherwise, if I would be use a binary number, it would be create a confusion. You have to just remember that what A means. A is 0 0. Okay. B is 1 0. C is 0 1 and D is 1 1. Only remember this. So at initial position, always we start with the 0 0 state A. When you receive the input bit 0, you would be moved to the rightmost branch in the upward direction for the 0 input. Okay. So here, whatever the upward branch, that is shown as a solid line, and downward branch is shown as the dashed line. So always remember, we are receiving here input 0, and for the dash line is a 1. So for 0, what is happens? You would be remains on the same state. We have already seen the state diagram. You would be remain on the same state. Okay. And output is what? Output is again 0 0. But if you are receiving the input as a 1, you would goes to the next rightmost branch in the downward direction. For the input bit is 1. So you have to move at the downward direction by the dash line shown here. And you would be entered into the next state B 1 0. And the output, this is showing you the output, that is 1 1. We have recently seen in the state diagram. So this 2 bits is representation of output, and this alphabet is a representation of next state, and this is the present. Now this is for the time instant t is equal to 0 second. Now we have to be advanced by 1 second, that is t is equal to 1 second. What happens? Now at this moment we are here, and these 2 points A and B. Now at t equal to 1 second, again the next transition would be occur when you would be receive a 0 and 1. So for 0 would be goes to the upward, again the output is same 0 0, and the state is A. We have to be receiving 1, so same as the output is 1 1, and we have to be come to the B state at time t is equal to 2. But at the lower end, you have to be C. From B, there is a two transition would be occur. First, when you have to receive the 0, you would be enter into the C as per the state diagram, and you would be receive a 1, you would be enter to the D. And your output at the C is, when you receive the bit 0 bit, it is 1 0, and here the output is 0 1. Okay. In the similar fashion, at every time instant, each branch would be responsible for generation of two sub branches. So at time equal to t equal to 0, it would be from 1 to 2 branches we have generated. At t equal to 1, from 2 to 4 branches. T equal to 2, from 4 to 8 branches. From t equal to 3, 8 to 16 branches. T equal to 4, 16 to 32 branches. So in this way, we are actually increasing the number of branches as the time passes or time is advancing. So this is also, you can say, one of the drawback of the tree diagram, that what happens in the tree diagram, your number of branches would be increasing and increasing with the time. So it would be increase the complexity. In the same case, you can use our previous example. You would be got the same answer. I would be show you and justify my words. You have the code 101 and 2 plus with 00. You would be see the what is the code word. We are at the 00 state when you have received the 1. So at that moment your code word is 11. Now you are at the B. You have to be receiving the input as a 0, and your code word would be what? 10. Now you are at the C. You have to be receiving the input is a 1. So your code word is what? 0 0. Now you are at again B. You have to be receiving the input is 0. So your output is 1 0. Okay. Similarly, I have shown here at the t equal to 4. Now you have to be enter into the t is equal to 5. So here from the C, we know that when we are at the C, and when the 0 would be received, so our next state is what? Our next state is again A, and the output is 1 1. So your output is again 1 1. You can see here the code word is the same as we have defined it in the state diagram or either in the previous methods of the polynomial vector representation as well as the connection pictorial. Okay. So in this case, if you have to be C, we can also generate the output code word. This is the another method. But as I have told you that as the time is advances, its complexity would be increased because we would be generating in ascending order the number of branches. That would be restrict the use of this tree diagram. So what is the solution of this problem occurred in the tree diagram? The solution is another method that is called the tree list diagram. Okay. Now the time is less to cover this particular topic, so I want to make an interaction with you in this particular lecture. For today, this is the end of the topic actually.